Recording begins now. Hey, folks, it's your girl, Anasia with EurWeb, and I am joined by a Grammy award-winning, BET award-winning, Neo Soul, Retro Soul, Anthony Hamilton, one of my top three Neo Soul artists of all time. I love your music.
Thank
So
you.
honored to be here with you. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and you have coming up on Sunday, you're going to be performing. I need you to learn how to work your camera.
No, I got it.
So on Sunday, Anthony Hamilton is going to be performing at the Trumpet Awards, which is really exciting. They've got some awesome honorees this year. So I want to talk to you about that. And you got some new music coming out. You're back in the studio again. We got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah. I'm in the studio actually with Jermaine Dupree, and we've been doing some amazing work. Not only are we doing a project, but I'm doing a new album, which the new single, Mercy, it's featured. It's one of the songs from a new album featuring Tamika Mallory.
Tamika Mallory. That's what's up.
So I'm excited.
How did you hook up with Tamika?
Well, just seeing her activism and seeing her out there, on the front line.
Yeah.
I wanted her to be a part of what I was doing, and what she was doing was very, it was encouraging. So
Absolutely.
I wanted to be a part of that, and I wanted her to be a part of what I had going on, which was healing people and going out there fighting and making our voice be heard.
Absolutely. And speaking of that, with everything going on right now, and it ties into what the Bounce Trump Awards is about this year, because they're going to be honoring individuals who have risen to fight social justice for Black Americans. And, they're going to be honoring, so many wonderful people who are out there, including Stacey Abrams, who was able to get so many people to vote. And I wanted to ask you, it's so much going on in 2020. We got the politics, we've got the pandemic, and we've got the pandemic, the politics, and the protests. How have you personally been affected by those things? Like, I mean, you being a Black man, you have 6 Black sons, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So how have you personally been affected by this?
The politics are always, they're always unbalanced and never really fair. You just have to find a way to get inside to someone who can hear what matters to you, and see if you could apply pressure to them to make the decisions, and to encourage those who have, who are higher up on the ladder, in terms of, making sure that my kids are safe. I have to go out and be a voice and make sure that, things that are not right, I have to voice my opinion about it, and get with groups who have power, and to push the envelope, and to make sure that people see how important it is. I think a lot of people now are so fascinated with being successful and online or whatever else is going on, the distractions, that they don't see exactly what's happening. And so the visions that they have, from not only just poor and rich people, but just, the young and the old, that they don't really see eye to eye anymore. I think when the George Floyd stuff started happening, it woke people up a little bit. And I think now people are starting to realize, like, there's a lot that is at stake here. And if we don't start waking up and making decisions, we're going to all be affected. Protesting is a way to get out and be a voice for those who can't voice their own opinion, and shake things up. It's just been a really, really difficult 2020, and I've been affected by all of it. And so I just want this year to just go away, take it off the calendar, and start with 2021. But being a part of voting and being a voice for those who can't speak up is always, my stance. And we still have the Senate. To vote for the Senate and things. So those are the people who go to the higher powers to voice what's important to us.
Good for you. I'm so proud of you for using your platform to raise awareness. And then what do you want people to take away from the song Mercy with Tamika Mallory? Like you guys got together and what's the message in the song? And you're going to be performing it on Sunday, right?
Yes, yeah, I'm excited about performing. The Trumpet Awards is a amazing award for us, and showcases us in a different light, other than BET or the BET Awards or Soul Train Awards. It's just a different spirit behind it. And I'll also be doing a tribute to Donny Hathaway. But the song Mercy is a song that speaks from a vulnerable man, not a weak man, but a vulnerable man who acknowledges that there's struggles and there's things that are placed on him that are kind of heavy, and sometimes people tend to judge him and to ridicule him, not knowing what he's dealing with. Not only is he dealing with being a Black man in America, but he's dealing with being a father, sometimes a husband, and just a provider. And just having a little mercy can go a long way to take some of the stress off his back, so he can perform to his full ability and to show up when needed.
Amen. And I mean, and it sounds like you're speaking that from the heart. For those who may not know your story, I mean, you didn't just come across fame quickly. I mean, you definitely paid your dues. I was reading how, you start off as a barber, cutting hair and, came from Charlotte. So, you really have defied the odds, which is, again, goes back to the Bounce Trumpet Awards, because their whole point is to honor and give accomplishments to people who have succeeded against great odds. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think has been one of the biggest challenges you've overcome over the years?
One of the biggest challenges I've overcome over the years. Wow. Just believing in self. I think there's always something that tries to attack your own faith, your own belief in yourself. I think staying the course and staying consistent with trusting who you are. I think society and the things that create these fears in you. You have to be consistently available to be your best you. And I think those are the challenges that we face, not comparing myself to someone else who's done it or someone else who may have done it a different way. I think staying true to who I am and allowing that to be enough motivation for me, because there's so much out here that distracts people and try to take away your joy and your ambition. And I think just being exactly Anthony Hamilton. But I think I'm doing okay with it. I think I'm winning.
I think you're winning. I think you are. After being nominated, 16 times for a Grammy at this
18.
point? And 18. See, there you go.
Yes,
And you're now on, and are we on what? How many albums out? 10th, 11th?
10, going on the 11th. I'm working on the 11th.
Yeah. So I would say you're doing very, very well.
Thank you.
Now, which is great. I mean, it's a lot it's a lot of accomplishments that you've had over the years. And as far as your faith, because I had read that you really, like, your foundation is in the church, singing in the choir. Has that played a major role, your faith in getting you through some tough times?
Yes, my faith has definitely been a tool that I've learned to really apply to everything I do. It's believing in the unseen and having faith that it's there, and trusting in God and trusting in all that He said that He would do, and all that He said that I am through Him is very powerful. And in those times when you physically could see success, and you couldn't physically see things being ordained or being prepared for you, that you have to have that gut, that connection to and that soul tied to the Creator, to the Father or the Mother, and knowing that it's been worked out for your good. And when you believe it's so hard and so deep, nothing can shake it. And if it does shake
Amen.
it, you get back on your square pretty quick. And it allows you to believe that even when you're alone, you're not lonely, and you're not, without that covering.
Exactly. Yeah, God, I know exactly what you mean. I remember being with my grandma way back in the day as a kid
Yeah,
in church, and
grandmama.
it stays with you your whole
Hmm.
life. You keep coming back, to bring you back, which
Yeah,
is
and
awesome.
I'd be scared not to believe, because I think I can still get a whooping.
Right, I know. Won't he do it? He will push
Yeah,
you.
won't
He
he
will
will?
bring you back to reality
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, he
Yeah,
will.
that is so real. So you've reconnected. This is like do you consider this like a reunion, with Jermaine Dupri, because he was the first one to sign you, correct? Back in the day?
Actually, my first record deal was at Uptown MCA with Andre Harrell and Jimmy Jenkins. That back in '93. That was my
Okay.
first record deal. But from '93 to 2003, that was the first major release that I had. So Jermaine Dupri was actually the first one to put Anthony Hamilton out, and let the world see it. So to be reunited with that, it's pretty powerful, and the music is speaking that as we
Yeah.
create stuff. Yeah.
Good. That's excellent. What can we expect to come out of this? What kind of new music should we expect? Because you have a whole lot of vibes. Like, oh my goodness, you got the neo soul vibe,
Thank
and
you.
then you got the Hamiltons, where you're like, doing more more hip hop stuff. So it's like you have
Yeah.
such an array of different type of genres and music. And what can we expect out of you this time?
Just some true, honest music that speaks to the people and to the times now. Um, Jermaine Dupri and I are doing a project together, and not only are we doing that, we're working on my new album as well. So there's going to be some stuff that's geared toward more hip hop
Okay.
and R&B that's hadn't been touched in a while.
Yeah.
Jermaine is a very big R&B fan, and deep rooted in R&B. So it's going to be some really amazing stuff. You can expect some youthful. Um, Anthony Hamilton, I'm still young in spirit and still feel good. So I'm vibrant. So I want the music to feel
Yeah.
like that. But there's going to
Your
be
kids
something that
keep you
touch your
young,
heart.
don't they? You have 6 boys, right?
Yeah, my younger 3 are 8 and my twins are 10.
Oh,
So
see, yeah, kids
those
keep you young.
yeah, and and I keep myself young by eating good and smiling and being around good people. And I don't have to watch my back. When you're a good person, you have more peace. And I think that's things that people take for granted, like having that peace and being a good person. It's really important. So that keeps me young. I don't have to hide and lay my seat all the way back in my car,
Right.
dodging people.
That's right.
Mm.
Before you go, last question. How can they
Mhm.
find your music, and when are we expected to have that?
Well, the new single "Mercy" will be released Friday, December the 11th, and also doing a really amazing panel with Jermaine Dupri, Ed Gordon, Willie Moore Jr., and we're gonna have Bakari Sellers. So we're gonna be speaking on the panel about, you know, just a candid conversation about the Black men in America and the things that are affecting us. And that's December the 11th at 7 p.m. But that's when the first single will drop as well, on December the 11th. But you can find it on Amazon, Pandora, Apple Music. But you can follow me on Anthony Hamilton Official on Instagram, Anthony Hamilton Music on Facebook, and Hamilton Anthony on Twitter. And I'll keep you updated with everything.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And don't forget to check out Anthony Hamilton performing this Sunday, December 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to all you Angelinos out there. Make sure you tune in and watch. It's on the Bounce Network. And we're looking forward to it. I can't wait to see your performance with Tamika Mallory. And again, I'm so proud of you, brother, for keeping your word to spread positively and joy and light. And we appreciate you and looking forward to that new music coming out. My very favorite before you go is The Point of It All. Like, I love that song.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you can beat that one.
Away from you too long, and the point of it all,
God.
I love you. I appreciate that.
Wait. That just did it for me. You
Thank
just
you
made
so
my
much.
whole entire year with that.
I appreciate it.
Thank you
I
so
appreciate
much,
you. Thank you for
Anthony.
your
Take
time, Kimmy.
care. All right.
You too, love.
Thank you, Anthony.
Bye.
Bye. Appreciate it.
That was good. That was good.
You know I had to do it to him.
I had to record it while he was singing to you. Okay.
Okay.